Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Let's talk about weather here at the noon hour. So many parts of the country just in for brutal temperatures and stormy weather. However, fairly stable and mild here in the Spokane area. Thomas Patrick telling us more. Thomas?
Yeah, good afternoon, Laura. I will tell you what, the weather pattern so benign, so boring that it's exactly the same as it was yesterday. Even our temperatures feel like they are exactly the same as they were 24 hours ago. It almost leaves me with nothing to do, nothing to forecast for, because I can quite literally just copy and paste the forecast each and every day, so long as it stays cloudy and gray overhead, so long as these temperatures look exactly like this. 26 in Spokane, 30 in Coeur d'Alene. Zero movement in this cloud cover. You can even see this block of gray right over, square over the inland northwest. This is the same cloud cover that was here a week ago, just not as foggy today compared to last Wednesday and last Thursday, but it is quite literally the same air, the same clouds, the same moisture, and the same amount of cold as well. This has just not moved in the middle of this stagnant weather pattern, and I just don't see it moving anytime soon. I know some computer models are a little bit more optimistic that we might eke out a little more sunshine by this weekend. I'll keep my fingers crossed, but in the meantime, do not expect temperatures to be anything more than the low 30s today, nor the rest of this week. Meanwhile, winter weather going to be way more severe in other parts of the country, including the deep south, Texas, Alabama, South Carolina. They're going to get more snow and more ice than us by a long shot. So I'll cover a bit of that national weather setup all coming up in a few minutes.
All right, my friend, thank you. President Trump threatened Europe with tariffs and made claims on Greenland during his highly anticipated address at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Natalie Brand shares what the president had to say.
Would you like me to say a few words of Greenland?
President Trump took the stage in Davos with his push to acquire Greenland looming over the international conference.
It's the United States alone that can protect this giant mass of land, this giant piece of ice, develop it and improve it.
During his address, he didn't hold back, saying the island is critical for U.S. national security, adding he wants immediate negotiations.
This would not be a threat to NATO. This would greatly enhance the security of the entire alliance.
The president said for the first time he would not use force.
I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force.
But he also issued this warning.
You can say yes, and we will be very appreciative, or you can say no, and we will remember.
President Trump is expected to have a number of meetings with European leaders who have been standing with Denmark in opposition to his Greenland plans. During his speech, the president took swipes at Europe and NATO.
We'll be there for them 100%, but I'm not sure that they'd be there for us. If we gave them the call, gentlemen, we are being attacked.
NATO's Secretary General Mark Rutte has tried to de-escalate tensions.
I think President Trump is right. Other leaders in NATO are right. We need to defend the Arctic. We know that these sea lanes are opening up. We know that China and Russia are increasingly active in the Arctic.
Danish officials are not attending the World Economic Forum, but the prime minister said while the country is ready to discuss security, negotiating sovereignty is off the table. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
All right, we're going to take a moment now and take a live look at the Dow. Since markets have opened today, the Dow opened higher than yesterday. So this is what it looks like as of 12:04 local time this afternoon. There were many protests, walkouts, and marches held across the country yesterday. This happened on President Trump's one-year anniversary of being back in office. This was the scene in Seattle where one of dozens of Free America marches took place. Organizers say around 300 people participated. And now taking a look at what it was like in Boise. More than 100 people gathered at the state capitol, voicing their concerns for immigration enforcement, civil rights, and cuts to benefits like SNAP and Medicaid. We could be getting a new emergency management alert system in Spokane County, and that is because the original system was hacked. Spokane County Emergency Management is telling us they are hoping to have a new contract by the end of February. During yesterday's county commissioners meeting, the deputy director says the previous alert system, called Alert Spokane, was hacked and destroyed. Alert Spokane was in charge of sending public safety notices to the public. The estimated cost of a new system is within the county's budget at $120,000. Right now, Spokane County Emergency Management Team has it down to 2 possible candidates for a new push alert system. Officers arrested a teaching assistant over in Western Washington for allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with a student. Police got involved when the parents of a 15-year-old girl reported concerning text messages that they found on her phone. The assistant is a 46-year-old man working at Edmonds Woodway High School. Police say the communication may have been going on for years. The Edmonds School District says the man is now banned from district property, and police are looking into to see if there are any other victims. A proposal to close Idaho's $40 million budget gap could take away some Medicaid services for thousands of seniors. Governor Brad Little wants to eliminate state Medicaid funds for home-based community services. So this means programs like Meals on Wheels would have a difficult time feeding people. The Caldwell Meals on Wheels serves more than 100 people each weekday in places like Caldwell, Middleton, and Greenleaf. Once a week, they say about 1/3 of them are on Medicaid. Right now, Medicaid reimburses Meals on Wheels $6.78. The cut means reimbursements would go away.
I don't feel important to them. I haven't for a long time. Take a cut in your own pay. Have programs that you know are being frauded. Take care of that.
And right now, this is just a proposal by Governor Little. Over the next several months, lawmakers will decide what to cut and what to keep.